Guys, make sure you stand till the end. This is the original transmission fluid. Right here, this is the new one. That's what it should look like. But what we have, that stuff here. Stay with us and we'll explain how to do a transmission fluid change step by step in this video today. Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Super quick, very helpful video for any of you trying to see how to change transmission fluid, transmission gasket, transmission filter, guys, on Porsche Cayenne, Volkswagen, Touareg or Audi Q7 first generation, guys. All of them are built on the same platform. It will work for all of them. They use the same transmission. We'll explain how you can do that, what tools you need, what special pump, all that stuff, so it can make your life easier. Let's start on it now. So guys, in order to change the transmission fluid, okay, what do we guys need to do now? Let's go ahead and explain now. Okay, we're going to come here underneath now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start removing. Okay, we have the vehicle on the quick jack. We're going to put the links in the description of the video below where you can get it from. You see, it lifts it up. It's easy to work on that way because we will be under the vehicle, and that's quite a heavy vehicle as well, guys. So here now, okay, what we are doing, you see that that cover here, okay, give me just a second to position myself here. Okay, that cover needs to come out. In order to come out, we have 1, 2, you see now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, quite a few bolts that we'll need to remove now, and we have 2 in the back, I believe, and then it slides over. So we need to start removing this. Okay, I'll get some Torx as well, but the 10 millimeters we'll start removing. Everything is mismatched because the vehicle is older, so practically, guys, during the years was taken apart quite a few times, and as a result probably not put together exactly how it was. Now we have 210,000 miles on that Cayenne. We'll be doing transmission fluid change. It's been with us probably for about I would say 50-60,000 miles. I don't think it ever had the transmission fluid changed in its lifetime. So we're going to see. Okay, let me get the tool and see. I think it's that Torx 30 star looking bit. See, the Torx are those things, guys, that looks like star. We're going to go ahead and start removing all these bolts now. Okay, towards the back we have 2 of them with a 10 millimeter. Okay, right there, and then it just slides on springs. Okay, 1. Now we have 1 more. Now you can go ahead and slide it forward a little bit, I believe. Okay, let's see if it's going to come out. It comes out of the metal plates. Okay, and you can slide it out. Okay, perfect. Let me position all these things out of here, because now we're going to the transmission. We're going to remove that plate. That plate attaches with 10 millimeter bolt on each side. It has 2 bolts that we need to remove, one on the left, one on the right, with a 10 millimeter, and that metal plate will come off, because otherwise it's going to be a disaster, guys. Okay, trying to do all that stuff will leak everywhere. Okay, it came out. Okay, this one we leave on this side, not to confuse where they go, and the other one will go on there. Perfect. Very simple design. Let's leave that one on the other side. Okay, that was my head. 1 second. Perfect, that one came out here. Now, guys, we need to drain the fluid. So we need to remove that plate right there that's holding, okay, in place there. So we need to go ahead and unbolt that one too. Okay, let's see how that one goes now. So guys, okay, we're going to remove the holders there for that shield underneath. So 10 millimeter, we just need to go ahead and remove them to be out of the way. And then we have with 10mm the other plate that protects the drain plug. So we're going to go ahead and undo that one now. Okay, that's what we're working on now. And that you can see things may not go as easy some of the boards because we have quite a bit of rust. That's the ski vehicle that we take through the slush and stuff, and eventually it starts rusting, guys. Being a 20-year-old vehicle, 19 I guess, 19 now, 2006, we're making the video in 2005. Okay, one more on the other side to get loose, and let's see if that plate's gonna come out of there. Okay, it's coming, guys. Anytime now. Last one, holding it in place. All that later need to be put together, right? Okay, and the plate came out. It has just two bolts that attach to it, as you can see, just like this one. Now, let's see what else we need to do. So now, guys, we're getting a Torx 40 start looking bit, and we're going to drain the transmission. But be prepared that it's going to take a while. We're going to open it and let it drain for some time. If it's hot, it can burn you too. Be careful, always use eye protection and oil resistant gloves. I wouldn't recommend to crawl under the vehicle if it's warm, because you see the catalytic converters, those things can reach thousands degrees, guys, Fahrenheit, and they can burn you severely, guys, so you don't want that to happen, right? Work on cold vehicle. What we did, we parked it here overnight, so all the oil is in the pan. We won't have much fluid. Now you wonder why. Usually you may be able to get, if you leave it overnight, 8 to 9 quarts out of it, liters, 8 to 9 liters. Ours will be less because we got in an accident and it damaged the transmission line, and a lot of the fluid came out until we replaced the line, so we can just get it in the garage. But quite a bit will be gone, so we will not drain as much as we should. So, but be prepared, have a bucket that can hold at least around 10 liters, close to 10 liters. Usually it's about 8 to 9, but be prepared, guys. So we'll let it drain and we'll continue with the next step. So, guys, it stopped dripping now, okay? And what we're going to do now, okay, we are going to install the plug. That way it doesn't drip on us. Be prepared, when you remove the pan, it will still drip, guys, okay? It will still drip on you. So leave the last bolt to be convenient, the last two bolts to hold it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go all the way around the pan with a 10mm socket, and we'll start removing the bolts one by one. Okay, you can see what they look like. Okay, right there, that's the bolt, guys. Now we're going to do that for the rest, and again, leave the last two bolts to be ones that are easy to hold the pan and easy to remove, because most likely when you remove it, it will splashes everywhere again. Working on it now. We might need to get here a little, maybe the ratchet on some places. Perfect. If we cannot get, let's use the ratchet instead of. Okay. See, here we have a few. The The transmission lines are a little bit there in the way, a little bit, just need to clear space, just a little bit, so we can get to it again. We're going to strip it that way if we keep doing it. Okay, this one came loose. We'll not be able to hit all of them with a little impact, which saves a lot of time, but eventually you have to do some by hand as well. Just the ones on the front, I believe about 5-6 bolts will be the one that will be harder to get to because they're under that support. But other than that, almost everything is easily accessible. Now it's very important how you fill the fluid. You have to go through a specific procedure. Otherwise, guys, okay, you can guys damage the transmission if it's not filled correctly. We'll talk about that, how you need to start it in park at idle, how to check the oil, how you need to warm it up to a certain temperature, run it through the gears. And eventually okay, it should work. So you can kind of see where that bolt is now there too, that we're working on right there. And this one, get all of them pre-loose, and once we pre-loose them, guys, okay, we should be able to remove them, okay, with impact, because they don't hold tight anymore. Perfect. We're getting close, guys. Quite a few bolts removed. And a few more. Be ready to, on the last bolt, to hold the pen because it may drop. Most likely it will be stuck there with the gasket, so we might even need a screwdriver. We'll see, barely to pry it. Okay, let me see if it's going to come out. Come to the side, because okay, it will have a big bucket, like you can see, like that storage bin. Fits right under the transmission, so that should help us. Okay, I need to get a screwdriver. 1 second, let me pass one screwdriver. We got the screwdriver, guys. Okay, let's see now if we can go ahead and pry it so it can come loose. That seal will be stuck. It hasn't been removed for 19 years. People say there is a big difference once you change the oil on these Cayennes or Volkswagen Touareg Audi Q7. We'll check now in our case. They say they tend to shift way smoother, nicer. Okay, it's still holding, guys, that's crazy. Gotta make sure we don't have any more bolts anywhere. Okay, it came loose. Right on us, I told you. Every single time, guys, okay. Every single time you work on that thing, that happens. Every single time it ends up being a mess. So guys, here now, okay, the pen is out. Now we need to remove the filter. Again, once you remove it, more things will start dripping, okay? More oil will drip after that. So we're going to remove a 10mm socket. I believe 3 bolts. And we're removing now. One is out, okay? Working on a few more. two. We got 2 out. See. And now number 3. Okay. Perfect. Now that filter, it has a seal that goes in. Okay, ours may not drip so much due to the fact that we let the car sit here for a few days. We're working on other things and haven't started it since then. So yeah, so everything drained really nice. So let's clean all the mess and continue with the next step. Okay guys, remember when I told you can buy parts and be cheaper if you look the Volkswagen part number? Check this thing out, it has Volkswagen on it. Even though, okay, it's a Porsche, it's a Volkswagen, so you can save that way quite a bit of money. Okay, inside I want to show you, we'll have many metal pieces, fragments on the magnets here. Okay, we cut ourselves, 1 second, be careful. So guys, okay, we went ahead and serviced the thumb. Now you have magnets. These magnets, guys, will be extremely dirty with metal pieces. Okay, check them out now. This is metal particles from the clutches, from the moving plates inside the transmission. All that needs to be cleaned, guys, okay, because these magnets, okay, prevent all that stuff from going back in the transmission. So definitely you need to take care of that. Now we're going to remove all of them. We will wipe the transmission oil pan completely. Okay, make sure that everything's clean. You see those metal particles from the magnets, they spread everywhere, and we're going to clean one by one. Okay, and install them later. You see the Volkswagen logo. Again, guys, save money by checking the Volkswagen part, especially for suspension. If you have the V6 engine, will be the same on the Volkswagen Touareg and Audi Q7 as well. Interior, many of the parts, even the seat motors, frames, actuators for the dash, all that stuff is interchangeable. Window motors, transfer cases, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and wipe it really good. It's very important to be super clean on the inside. This is the fuel plug right here. That's the drain plug that we used. That's why you still have some oil in it. You see, you cannot drain all of it. And here, that's the fuel plug that we'll be using. So that's where we'll be adding the oil to. Now that's the gasket. Let's go ahead and remove it and we'll install our new gasket. Okay, you can see the metal bushings stay on the gasket. Okay, perfect. Came out just like this one. Now again, everything needs to be wiped really good. Now the filter cut like crazy right here. This, you have no idea how sharp it is. That's why it cut the thumb so deep. Okay, and on the other side as well. So use heavy duty gloves when you handle the filter. Now you can see how bad that filter is. Okay, hold that. Okay, watch. All that is the transmission guts right here. So definitely needed to be replaced. Okay, I'm afraid to even touch that thing. That's on the inside. You can definitely see the particles. Okay, here that it caught. So yeah, very important to replace that thing. Now the pan, we're going to wipe it on the outside because we dropped it in the bucket too. After that, we're going to clean the magnets, okay, one by one. These magnets, okay, are bad, guys. Okay, check out all that metal shavings here. Okay, so need to get them one by one. Okay, I should have used the gloves because watch, that just covers your fingers like crazy. These magnets need to be surgically cleaned practically. Okay, and install them again, 5 of them together, altogether 5 magnets, one by one. We'll place them on the transmission oil pan. Now the gasket, where is the gasket? This is the new gasket right here. We got it comes with a new, okay, bushings here as well. We'll put the link in the description of the video below. We'll be using the ATF Top Tech 1200 right here. That's the transmission fluid that we'll be using. We have 2 jugs. We'll be replacing the transfer case as well, uses the same oil. And this is for the differentials, okay, fully synthetic oil that we'll be changing today as well. Guys, make sure you get the seal out of the oil filter housing there where it goes. Most likely it has an O-ring that stayed, okay. Common mistake will be, okay, careful how you grab that filter, because you saw how we cut ourselves. It's super sharp, guys. Okay, that metal is no joke. Use heavy duty gloves. The top, the seal is there, okay. Inspect it, make sure you don't forget the seal. We're going to align everything, push it in now. Okay, you're going to see now, we're going to push it in place. Okay. We gotta make sure that everything aligns correctly there as well. And we're going to tighten it. You might need to apply a little bit of oil to the seal if you need to make sure that it slides in correctly, because it looks like it's quite dry there. Okay, just be careful not to cut yourself when you do that. Okay, working on it now. Perfect. Now we can go ahead, install the nuts. We'll be doing a video today for changing the transfer case oil. You can see that right there is the transfer case, that one here. Front rear differential, that's something you should do, guys. Okay. Let's go ahead, tighten it now. 10mm socket we'll be using. Let's see where that socket went, by the way. Okay, it's on our little impact, and we're ready to start tightening things. A little bit at a time. Make sure it gets in correctly. And after that, we're practically, guys, okay, ready to continue with installing the pen. Make sure everything's wiped down around where the pen will contact. Everything's clean. So let me grab the pen and we'll continue. Okay, guys, you can see we got the pen, align everything, gasket, make sure it's staying there. Now we're going to go ahead, okay, start installing the bolts. I'll find the torque specs in a second. Let me see if I can find them. Wow, guys, we're installing that one, and we need to go in a cross pattern. Okay, don't go one bolt next to the other one. You need to go one back, one forward, one left, one right, kind of like a cross pattern. So let me see if we can find quickly the torque specs, so you know what to expect, so you don't go too much. Transmission, pen torque specs. See, we just get them started a little bit so it stays in place, and the torque specs says that it's 7 foot-pound or 79 inch-pound. Okay. The oil filter screen fasteners, that's for the filter, it's 7.5 foot-pound right there. So yeah, so 7 foot-pound or 79 inch-pound. Let me get here the wrench, inch-pound. Okay, so we're going to set it now. Oh, it's right there, exactly. Okay, this one is set. That's the torque wrench right here. Set for the clicking procedure. Once you hear a click, you stop immediately. We're going to do that. Let's see if we have a small extension that can make. Usually try to avoid extensions with torque wrenches. You wonder why? Because it can mess up the torque, guys. Okay, so we try not to use extensions if you could, because it can affect the torque specs. When you hear a click out of the torque wrench, you stop immediately. This hours it says 79, I set it at 80, close enough. And we're going to install all of them. We're going to do them with a little impact just to get the play out of them, so we don't have to screw them by hand once we install them. And then we can easily continue, guys. Okay, with the next step after that, torquing them down. Okay, perfect. You see, just to get the play out of all the bolts here. Okay, great. Not too complicated procedure, as you can see. It's just a little bit dirty, time consuming. Now we'll put, guys, the links in the description of the video below where you can buy the filter, gasket, and that leaky moly ATF fluid, which is amazing. We've used in the past and we're super happy with it, guys. Okay, something that we will definitely, guys, definitely recommend for you to take as well. So if you need to buy some, we'll put the link in the description of the video below. Check it out, guys. Today we'll be shooting the video about the transfer case and the differentials as well. Perfect, installing that one now there. And we're almost ready for the torque procedure in a little bit. We need to move the hoses a little bit to get room, okay, so we can get the bolt installed there. Otherwise we cannot reach it. Okay, great. Now, torque wrench is right there, set. Once you hear a click, you stop. You're going to go in a cross pattern, one front, one back, one left, one right. Listen now. Right there. So we're going to do that to all of them. Do the corners. That way you can ensure that you're not going to have leaks, you're not going to over torque them, because you can snap those bolts with a 10mm socket pretty easily. I think actually it's, what is it, a 6mm bolt, 10mm socket, but I believe the bolt is actually 6mm itself. Okay, working on that one now. Good job. Okay. Once you torque all of them, you have to go in order and just retorque all of them one more time to make sure that they didn't pre-loosen some, because when it starts compacting the gasket, okay, the second time you may be able to get them tight a little bit more. So you always have to go just a little bit more in case, guys, because you never know. That's what we're working on now. See, it's getting there, guys. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now, just to recheck them all by one to make sure everything's good. And guys, we're ready. After that, I'm going to pass the 17mm with the big 17mm Allen wrench with the big bar here to get it loose, and we will start adding fluid in a second. Okay, this is it right here. It's good when one of us is able to pass the tools, the other one works on it. You don't have to get in and out. So if you have a helper, that will be amazing. It will make your life much easier after that, guys. So after all, okay, it's always more fun when you do it together. Now that 17mm Allen wrench, we're going to go ahead and remove the fuel plug. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it loose now, guys. Quite tight. That's unbelievable tight, guys, but yeah. That thing hasn't been removed ever in its life. So we're getting the bigger bar, guys. If that one doesn't do it, let's get the bigger one a little bit deeper as well with the extension. Okay, and it came loose. All we have to do, take it out now. So let's go ahead, do that. It unscrews by hand, super easy after that. Okay, so yeah, we're ready to fill it up now. So guys, we're going to add some of the transmission fluid here. Okay, in a cup. Okay, I want to show you okay what it looks like. Let me just wipe here so we don't make quite a bit of a mess, and I grabbed the paper towel with the fluid. Oh, that's terrible stuff. So yeah, guys, check this thing out now. New fluid, transmission fluid right here, the ATF Top 1200 by Liqui Moly. This is the old one. You see, this is, guys, your difference. Now, if you want to change your transmission fluid correctly, what do you need to do? You need to change it 3 times. You wonder why? Because, okay, you will not be able to get all of it out. But if you circle it, change it, drive it a couple of days, change it again, okay, 2 more times after that, okay, what will happen? You're going to end up almost with a brand new fluid. If you change it like that, okay, probably you'll get only about 60% out of it, guys. But if you do it 65 to 70 maybe if you're lucky, but if you do it that way, you will, guys, change it 3 times, you will end up changing about 90-95% of the fluid. But that's the old one, that's the new one, quite a bit of a difference. Guys, we'll be using that transfer pump. This thing is amazing. We'll put the link in the description of the video below. Without that thing, you can practically not do it. It comes with all the different fittings. You can work on anything from Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, Mercedes, guys, BMW, Honda, Lexus, Hyundai, Kia, Infiniti, Toyota, Lexus, multiple things, guys, Skoda as well. Now, what you guys do, okay, you need to find the fitting that fits. That's our one for the Porsche. It fits there exactly. Actually, that's the Volkswagen transmission as well, so it might be listed under Volkswagen in some cases too. So we're going to go ahead, add oil to the pump. Okay, keep adding oil. Perfect. Now what we're going to do, guys, okay, we'll start pumping. We need to close it, make sure everything aligns correctly, and once it does, okay, we're going to use the wrench to close it so it doesn't lose pressure, and we start pumping. And when you start pumping, okay, pressure will start going up. Now, how much? I think the maximum on this one is, they recommend 86. We will not go that much, because after 30 it becomes pretty violent to be pumping. What are we now? 40? So we might need to go to 50. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. Now we connect the fitting here. Okay. Perfect. What we're going to do, guys, I'm going to screw that thing underneath now. Underneath the car. And I'll start adding through that drain plug. Okay. That we use, guys. Remember the drain plug that we got loose with that 17mm Allen wrench. And we keep adding that fluid with the engine off, car completely level. Gotta make sure it's level until it starts dripping. Okay, so Okay, I'm in. I will open now the valve. Oil will start going in. Okay, and when the oil goes in, the pressure gauge will start dropping. You see like that? Okay, and the oil will be decreasing as well there. What's cool about it, it stays there, so you don't even need to hold it. So if you come, okay, you can even start pumping if it's convenient for you. Let me see what's the pressure now, because I'm here. Okay, 20. At 20, okay, it's pretty low. So what we're going to do, guys, okay, we're gonna set the camera. One person is going to be pumping it. Okay, we'll leave the camera down. One person will be pumping it. The other person, okay, will watch here to make sure we close the valve. Okay, when it's time to, because you don't want, once it starts dripping out of here, okay, we need to do something else specifically. Okay, so we keep pumping, so we have pressure, and more oil keeps flowing in. It will take a little bit of time because it's thicker oil and that'll take some time, but it's working on it, as you can see. Okay, we're about halfway down on the oil, so we still have fluid to make sure we don't run out of transmission fluid while we're doing that. Okay, still doing that stuff. Okay, so yeah, it's still doing it, slowly taking it. Now, how much it's going to take before it starts leaking, we will see. It won't be all of the oil, because later, once it starts dripping out of here, what do we need to do, guys? Okay, we need to go ahead, safely open your garage, make sure all the garage doors are open. Don't start the car if the garage is closed, you can die, guys. You need to start the car at idle, make sure it's securely up in the air, otherwise if it falls you die immediately. Okay, our oil is getting low now. Let's see if it's gonna take it all. It's just going, slowly going, but it's going. Let us show you, okay, let me grab the thing. I wanna show you how full it is now on the camera. Okay. Check out the oil level, right there, okay, I think you can see it, it's almost getting empty now. How is the pressure? At about 20, guys, so we still need to, okay, it's keep dripping, dropping, but we need to still add more pressure to it. Okay, and it's still not all the way full, so okay, we can stop now because it's almost empty. And once it drops a little bit more, okay, I'm going to wait just a little bit more until it releases some of the pressure. We're going to stop the valve here. That's very convenient to have that valve, by the way. Okay, the valve. I'm going to go ahead, turn it off now. Okay, turn it off, pull the fitting out. Okay, let me drain it so it doesn't make a mess. And we're going to come and add more oil. Now, how long it's going to take, we'll see. I hit my back on the bumper. That wasn't good. Probably anywhere between 8 and 10 quarts, guys. So let's release the pressure right there on the back side. Release the pressure. No more pressure. Now we can open it. Okay, once we open it, we can fill it up again. It's going to take a little bit of pumping and stuff, but otherwise without that too, it's almost impossible to do it, guys. Let's fill it up again. So that will be the first jug. The first jug is 5 quarts. 5 liters, excuse me, 5.28 quarts. Okay, that's 5 liters here. Once we empty that one, so it goes here, we close it again, and yeah, guys, I'm gonna go pump now. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Let me pump it now. How much we have now? About close to 40. So yeah, let's pump it a little bit more before we go underneath. Okay, and let's do that thing again and see when it's going to start dripping. Okay, under the car again. For I don't know how many times today, because we actually did a differential fluid change. Transfer case was terrible on that thing. Open the valve. Okay, and yeah guys, I see how fast it's going now. It's tremendously fast. Okay, I hope you can see that in the camera good. There, okay, let's pump now. Let's pump a little bit. Okay, because we lost pressure. If you have one person outside pumping it, it will be even more convenient, guys. Okay, we need to get the pen. Let me get a pen here. I need a plastic pen so when it starts dripping, it doesn't drip on the floor, because it will be soon. Oh, stop, stop. Okay, it's dripping now. Okay. Okay, it's dripping, guys. Now, what we're going to do, okay, so we took what, about 3.5 coats, maybe it starts dripping, something close like that, from what I see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now. Okay, let me move that thing closer this way, because it drips from the hose now as well. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and start the car. Now, you have to open the garage door, right? Remember, garage door needs to be open. Okay, we don't need to add the... We don't need to close the transmission, I think. I'll show you in a second. We just need to make sure you idle the car. Okay, perfect. Now, let's go ahead, start it. Okay, and when you start it, I'm going to pump again, and I'm going to keep adding until it starts dripping again. Okay? So, let me just pump it a little bit. Okay, perfect. And I'll go underneath. Be careful, the catalytic converter and all that stuff's there. And we keep adding. Let me get a paper towel. We keep adding, guys. More. Okay, it's still taking oil. Yep, let's see if we need to. We will need to add more oil because we're getting low. Okay, it's still going. I'm gonna stop it to fill it up. Okay, we will let the thing stay here. And we will add oil. Let's release the air. and we'll start on the second jug now. So once we add start on the second jug, you gotta make sure it's not dripping underneath. It's not. Everything looks good. Okay. So keep adding that. Okay, we're gonna check the oil temperature here in a second. In order to correctly check the temperature of the transmission, it needs to be at 40 degrees, I believe, Celsius, 104 Fahrenheit. Okay. What's this one inside? 17 degrees instead of 40. So, close it now. And what do we do again, guys? Pump it. Feels like we've been pumping all day today. I need to make an attachment where it goes to air compressor. Ah, it's not going. I think I had the thing loose. It needs to be tightened with the wrench. Now it's going. Okay, let's pump it fast. Then we'll go ahead, open it. Okay, we're working on it, guys. Okay, let's go ahead. And we're going to open the valve again. Okay, I need to get in a little bit of paper towel, but let me see which one the fitting is. Okay, so I don't make a mess. Okay, open it until it starts dripping, guys. Okay, the case of the transmission now housing, it's a 20.7, 21, about 20. So we need to be at 40. You will see that. Okay, it's still going. Oh, stop. That's it. We stop now. It started dripping. Now I stopped the pressure. What we are going to do now, there are a few different scenarios here. Let me get a paper towel. I need to clean myself. Let me get the camera. Now I want to show you something. Inside, we're going to go ahead. Okay, again, make sure the vehicle is very safely secure. Run it through the gears here. You're going to go ahead, hold the brake, but put in reverse for 5 seconds. Then you put it in drive for another 5 seconds. Then you put it in reverse again. Okay, circulate the transmission like that a few times, guys. Okay, it's going to get fluid through the gears, through every gear. You need to do that. That's what it's working on now. Okay, I can even hear the pump, but the oil going in the transmission pump, it got some air. So we're going to go ahead and explain what we need to do next. So now, guys, you need to do that, okay, about probably 3 to 4 times. There is different information about that, but we're going to go ahead, keep it about 5 seconds in every gear, and yeah, let's do that. So we're going to circle it, go to park. Now do the same thing again, reverse, drive, So we're going to do that a few times. Park. Now again. Wait about 5 seconds. Let's do it. And keep doing that. Okay, and now we leave it at park. Car is still running, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and add, okay, and we'll add more fluid. So I'm going to pump again, okay, because we'll need to add more fluid and I don't know exactly how much. So, okay, that should be good. Let me go ahead now. I'll come underneath. Everything is gonna be warming up, so be prepared. Careful not to burn yourself. Now we wipe everything and make sure, okay, there we go, until it starts, okay, dripping again. That was an accident. I pulled the thing and I spilled it some. So we keep adding, guys, okay. We keep adding and adding more. Now we're not done yet. Okay, let's see when it's going to start dripping. It's going to be soon. It's still taking oil. Ours was in an accident, so it lost some oil through a transmission line. Okay. We're still waiting. Let's check the temperature on the pan. 29, 30 degrees. We're getting close. Today's a cold day. It was a cold night, so it will take longer. It was, I think, 11 degrees in the garage this morning. So it's still taking oil, guys, as you can see. It's still not dripping. When we ran it through the gears, it took more oil. Still going. That's crazy. It's taking quite a bit. Okay, it should be getting close. Okay. Our thing is almost emptying, so we'll need to add more oil in our pump soon. From what I see, it's approaching. Okay, let me close it. We'll let it idle again. We're gonna add oil to our pump. It will take, guys, more than that. So let's release the pressure. Perfect. Ours was involved in a front end accident where one of the transmission line was damaged and some of the oil ran out. So it still had enough to barely get itself in the garage. It won't be able to do it without the two. I guess the two is an essential thing. Okay, so let's go ahead, fill it up again and see how much it's gonna take this time. I'll put it like that. Let's see. To pump it now, we probably have about 1 liter left in the jug right now. Okay, and the pumping, let's start now. Okay, let me go underneath, see how much more it's gonna take. Again, everything's hot, be extremely careful here. I need to get a paper towel if we have one. Let me grab one so it will start dripping in a little bit, and I need one on hand. It's open, it's filling in again. Still filling in, my goodness, it's taking quite a bit. Big transmission, guys. Everything's big on that Cayenne. Everything's massive, everything's heavy. Let me check the transmission pan temperature, the oil. Reaching over 30 now. It's getting warm to the touch. It's still filling in. Okay, still getting there. That's crazy, our pump is getting low on oil again. It should be any minute, it should start dripping. So we'll check. Yeah, we might need to pump a couple more times. That pump is very convenient. You see, you just pump a few times and you go in underneath and you wait, and you can do it by yourself that way. Okay, and we probably have less than half a liter in the pump left, from what I see. Still not dripping, still going. But as I said, ours was probably even more, depending on how long you let it drain too. We let our drain for a few days practically, because we haven't started, it was here on the lift. And once we open it, you let it drain for a long time, everything will almost come out. Okay, so we're gonna pause it and we're gonna add more oil to our pump, because seems like, okay, we're almost getting low. Let me show you, let's see if we can. Okay, and stop now, because yep, that's getting empty. Wow, that's gonna take the second check. I didn't think it's gonna take that much, to be honest with you. I always forget the wrench, still not used to that fancy pump. Used to squeeze them by hand, and that was such an exercise before. Upside down, always making a mess, leaking everywhere. Finally decided to get one of those, because the prices, they got so cheap that it's definitely worth it, guys. Okay, so that's the second jug. All the way we're gonna empty it. Okay. All the way empty. We'll see if we need more after that. We actually have one from the, because we did our transfer case, guys. The transfer case uses the same kind of oil. So I'll just empty that one here too, so I don't have to get out again. Okay, it's the same type for the transfer case and the transmission, so that will be the time to change your transfer case. So that's, we made a video on it, how to do it, and the differentials as well. Okay, with the front rear differential, there are weak spots, especially the front ones on those. We changed the oil 30,000, 40,000 miles ago. We're changing it again with the leaky moly synthetic stuff. It's amazing oil. So yeah, let us get our untied pump again, guys. Looks like all we're doing today is just pumping here for a long time. I pumped it quite a bit this time. So let's see if it's gonna start coming out soon. Okay, transmission fluids going in. Wow, that thing was empty. Oh, stop. Right now, we stop. Okay. What we're going to do now, not to make more of a mess, we're going to go and cycle the gears again. Okay, I'll stay with the camera there. I'll cycle the gears and see if it's gonna stop flowing again from park to drive, about 5 seconds. Okay, then we go to reverse. Okay, cycle it about 3 times, drive again. Reverse, we're going to do that 3 times, drive. Still I can hear a little bit of noise and still there is bubbles in the transmission. Reverse. Okay. Park. Right there. Let's see now if it can take more or no now. It still keeps dripping, so that means that okay, it's still full, guys. Temperature wise, 40 degrees Celsius, right there, 39.6. So guys, we reached it at 40 degrees. Once you cycle the gears 3-4 times, leveled car in park with the car idling, okay, at 40 degrees it should start dripping out of here. That means that the transmission is full. So all we have to do now, install, guys, okay, the drain plug, and we can continue with the next step. So guys, now we can go ahead and close our transmission fuel plug. That way it doesn't go anywhere. I'll check the torque specs in a second, but I believe it was, guys, okay, let me see. I don't see the 2 here. Okay, right there, around 52 foot-pound, I think, but I'll check. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I'll just style it by hand a little bit. I'll get a torque wrench in a second. Let me wipe myself. I'm covered with transmission fluid. That thing is terrible. Okay, and we'll get the torque specs. You see how much we took. So we practically pumped around 9 quarts of oil, guys. 9 quarts of 9 liters of transmission fluid. That's the old fluid, okay, guys, okay, that you see right here. So the plug, the fuel plug, okay, I want to see exactly how much it was. So let me just pause for a second and I'll show you in a second exactly how much it is. So guys, 52 foot-pound, okay, the plug for the fuel plug is 52 foot-pound that you need to get it, but you can see practically we're done with that as well. So guys, that's how you change the transmission fluid on Porsche Cayenne. If you for some reason need to stop in the middle of it, what you need to do, guys, you gotta make sure the car is idling, put the fuel plug, and if you need to restart the procedure, start the car, run it through the gears, let it idle for probably about 5 to 10 minutes again, so it can suck all that oil. Otherwise, if you open it, you'll splash everywhere. It'll be a big mess, guys. But see, that's the whole procedure. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.